Look what I got. You don't want it? You don't want that smelly, ratty, filthy, dirty, disgusting baby? Now every pet owner out there knows what a baby is. A baby is a special toy that the dog or the cat plays with, and basically is their favorite toy in the whole wide world. This happens to be Axel's favorite toy. Go get it, bud. Go on. You're being lazy today. You gonna say hi to everybody out there? All right, we're live. We're live on D.I.Y. Auto School, bud. You stay in here. It's hot outside. You'll just whine and cry. Uh-oh. Who's this? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We got situations. We got... And hopefully we won't get disconnected on our Wi-Fi.
So far, so good.
Okay, what we got here, this is called a Street Beast. And this is a fiberglass kit car. Now this particular vehicle was a very, very popular kit car in the early to, I would say, mid
Very bad connection.
2000s. We got a bad connection already?
Mm-hmm.
We ain't even started.
It says very bad connection.
Oh my God. I can't fucking believe this. You can't win for losing.
Yeah.
Bring it out here. Come on. You know, this is, I'm going to tell you something, this is really fucking pissing me off. I'm paying all that money for Wi-Fi. We went and paid $125 for that piece of shit in there, which we probably can't even get a refund for. And
Well,
we're
now's
screwed.
not the time to talk about that, Pete.
It kind of is. Okay? I'm a little pissed off. I'd like to go show people the car. But I can't even walk 5 feet without getting disconnected.
It's still not connected very good, Pete. It
Then
still
what's
says
going
very
on?
bad.
Bring it over here.
It still says very bad.
Let me see that. Okay, we're going to check our connection, so hang tight. Okay, what's going on with our thing here? It says orientation is locked. Okay, now we're hooked up. All right, let's see how long we can stay, okay? This really pisses me off.
Yeah.
It's been a shitty day.
Every day's a shitty
Now
day,
let's walk
Pete.
this way and see if we can do something. Come on. Alright, what we got here, how's our connection now?
So far, so good, Pete.
Okay, let's just stop there, okay? If everybody can see that car, give us a thumbs up. Let us know you can see the yellow car.
It's a go.
Okay, what we got back here is a Street Beast car. Now, I have built over 400 of these things. I became a builder for them when they made me buy a car, which basically was a scam for me to buy the car, because they had an ad that said, what, wanted builders, street rod builders.
Yeah, exactly.
You got to buy the car, and after you build the car, then we'll come out and inspect the car, and if it's to our likings, we'll let you build cars. Well, it was basically, quote unquote, a big scam. But knowing my friend Pete, believe me, they fucking made me a builder because I was hot son of a bitch when they tried not to. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah.
Okay. So I became a builder for them, and I started getting all these jobs, and I started building these cars, and the reason I'm bringing this one up is because it's yellow. And I just want to let everybody know that we have Mustang Charlotte that's probably watching this, because this is a very exciting moment for her, and I'm going to show you outside, but this is a little story of what it's leading up to. In early 2000s, I met a guy, his name was Lloyd Jones. Remember Lloyd?
I do.
Okay, hang on one second, please. Okay.
Are you back? Are you okay?
Yeah. I was chewing some gum, and it's so fucking hot out here, the gum is melting in my mouth. Have you ever chewed gum where it's like liquid?
No.
It sucks. I'm sure somebody out there will relate to it. So, I met Lloyd Jones. He called me up and said, hey, I own a Street Beast car. It's a 34 Ford Coupe. Well, I already had, what, like 6 of them here we were building?
At least. We used to have lots in the...
And I didn't have space to bring Lloyd's car over here, and I didn't have time to build it, but Lloyd told me, if you just come out and look at it, we can check it out, and maybe you can just tell me what I need to do to finish it. So I went all the way out to Santos, Texas, which is approximately an hour and a half to 2 hours away from here.
Yep.
He went out, did you go out there with me? I think you did.
I did.
And we looked at his car, and at that time, I don't remember if it was yellow or not. I don't think it was.
I think we painted it yellow.
We painted it yellow, but was it already painted? I don't know.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't think so.
So I got to know Lloyd, and he turned out to be a really nice guy, very honest little dude. He was only about this tall, right?
Yeah.
But he told me that he wasn't going to live long, and that he was going to die soon because he had some type of disease, which I don't even know what the disease was. And like I said, we didn't have no room to bring his car in. But a lot of people, and you can ask Minnie this, a lot of people give me this bullshit line of, oh man, I only got 4 or 5 summers left in my lifetime, and I want to drive my car before I die. Am I right?
Yeah, we've had lots of people say that. Hey, Puerto Rico and South Africa.
Anyway, back to the story just real quick. I believed Lloyd, and I met his wife Charlotte, and she was a very, very nice lady. She didn't talk a lot. She was kind of shy. And I said, okay, I'll go ahead and build your car. At that time, I really didn't know Charlotte.
Hey, Ziggy.
Okay, is Ziggy with us? How you doing? Where's my ticket to Australia, bud? You're supposed to get a pool going and buy me some tickets to Australia.
There you go. All right, stay on tack. Okay.
Okay, so I met Charlotte, and I really didn't know her that good. And I got to know Lloyd by building his car. He turned out to be a really great guy. And didn't he use the Street Beast interior because he was on a budget or something like that?
I think so, yeah.
And we went ahead and painted it Lamborghini yellow, which is basically the color of this car here. But his wasn't a Vicky 2-door sedan. His was a coupe. And he had, I believe he had a Ford engine in it, and he did all the mechanical work to it. And so I said, okay, I'll build the car for you. Well, in the meantime, I got to know Charlotte, and I got to know Lloyd. And I would talk to Lloyd every now and then and ask him how his health was doing, and it wasn't really doing that good. So we kind of closed my shop down, remember that?
Yeah. To
go ahead and finish the car out. Okay, so we finished his car, he gets it home, and I'm going to be honest with you, this thing wasn't no show car, but was it? You see what I'm saying? They didn't spend $1 million on this car.
No, they just went,
They wanted a car to have fun in and enjoy it.
Daily driver situation.
And if they wanted to go to car shows, they can go hang out and they have their car. So we built the car for him, and it really turned out beautiful. The only beef that I have about the car was the interior, because he used a Street Beast interior. I didn't like it. It was kind of cheesy. But he basically built it by the book and he had the Mustang seats that required you to have those to use their interior.
Right.
All right. So, and he used their carpet kit. And it really turned out nice. It had tan interior in it. It had I think it was a 302 Ford engine. Well, anyway, they got their car. Me and Bob brought it out there. My buddy, Old Man Bob, World War II veteran that actually met Adolf Hitler in person. Remember that?
Yes.
Yeah. Nice guy. That's what I like about them old guys. They got all kinds of old stories to tell.
Yeah.
So anyway, he's over there. We're driving down the road. And we get the car to his house. We're on the way back. Some jerk-ass pulls out in front of me, and I slam into him and crush the front end of my truck up. Of course, I called Minnie immediately, and I said, order me a bumper. I got to have my bumper. Well, just think if it would have happened over there going to Lloyd's with his car on the trailer.
Oh, my God.
Just great.
Yeah.
Okay. So I didn't hear from him for probably about 4 years, maybe 5, about 5 or 6 years?
It was wild.
All right. Now, the last time I saw them, they said, we got a 69 Mustang-Mach 1. This is Charlotte's car, and this is the next one we're going to restore. Well, I really wasn't paying attention at the time because I didn't have time to do it. We had other stuff to do, and at that time, I had, 4 or 5 employees working for me?
Yeah, we had
a lot of shit going on.
We actually had a decent crew that knew what they were doing.
A decent crew. So, that's lesson number 1. I told the guy that I would go ahead and do his car. I didn't have time to do it, but I went ahead and did it, and I finished it. He gets his car, and from the understanding that I got, they used to go to car shows, and they used to hang out, and he'd drive his car, and he'd enjoy his car, and then one day, Lloyd passed away. I get a phone call from Charla, and she's now ready to restore her 1969 Mach 1 Mustang that she has wanted all her life.
Yep.
So, I looked at her car. Me and Charlie go out there. Now, anybody that's been watching my videos for a long time knows Jailbird Charlie.
He looked like Charles Manson.
And I took that car in for 2 reasons. I'm going to tell you reason number 1 is because I told Lloyd and Charlotte that I would restore her car. And Lloyd passed away. I felt bad, and I wanted to do this for Charlotte so she can have that car, because she's always wanted that car. And 2, because I had Jailbird Charlie working here, and he was really showing a lot of improvement of, I want to learn how to do this.
A lot of potential.
I'm doing a good job. Let me do something by myself. So I figure, you know, we'll go get Charlotte's car. I'll restore the car. Okay? And Charlie can literally take over the car. Did that happen? No.
Of course not.
About a month or 2 later.
He went back to jail.
About a month or 2, 6 months later, he didn't go back to jail. He quit on us. He didn't bring my keys back to the shop.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
He didn't call me. He didn't even tell me. I ended up finally getting a hold of him. And he said, well, I found another job, welding. Okay, where the fuck are my keys? You know, that's pretty lowball, dog down, dirt pile of shit when you tell somebody you're going to do something and you don't do it. That's an employee for you.
Yeah, especially when we held his job for him the whole time he was in jail, you know.
Yeah, that's right, because we hired him once and then we held his job for a whole year while he was in prison. Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, well, let's get on with the story.
I'm getting on with the story. We're building up to it.
Okay.
We get Charlotte's car over here. I want everybody that's watching this to do me a favor and go on my website and go to latest projects and look for Charlotte's Mustang. Click on those pictures. You'll see how it was when we brought it over here. I didn't look at the car too close when it was at her house. We basically just loaded it up. I shot her some prices, when I was going to charge her to do the car, and what steps we would take. She told me what her budget was. I understood her budget, but on the other hand, I had a feeling it was going to cost a little bit more, but not as much. We got the car to the shop. We pulled the motor and transmission out. We ended up rebuilding the transmission and the motor. We ended up wiring the whole car front to back.
Yep.
We ended up replacing pretty much every single nut and bolt on this car. We had the underneath of the car sandblasted because it was so rotted and gunked up. I hand painted the bottom of the car with Pour 15 with not 1 coat, not 2 coats, but 3 coats. It had over 400 holes in the floorboard. Remember that?
Yes.
400 holes where some crack addict, okay, South Dallas hoe bitch, son of a bitch, pop riveted the carpet to the floor. You remember that?
Yes,
that
rivets,
took 2
rivets,
days.
rivets.
That was about 2 days to clean all the rivets out, weld the floor up. We had to go back, touch the floor up. I went ahead and poured 15 the whole inside of the car. We replaced both quarter panels. Now here's another little story. I'm going to let everybody know. Here's a lesson for you. Fiberglass and metal do not mix. If you're going to take fiberglass and try to patch a rust hole with it or fix a metal hole or whatever, it will not work. Fiberglass will not stick to metal. Now, there is manipulations, trials, and tribulations of doing it properly where it will work, but if you just think you're going to grind the metal down and fill some kind of big rust hole in, all right, it ain't going to happen. Now, somebody had got into the trunk, and I could swear, I haven't uploaded these videos yet, but you will not believe what these people did to this Mustang. There must have been 10 gallons of fiberglass resin that they poured inside the fender wells.
I remember that. I forgot all about that. Oh
I
my God.
grinded the Bondo after me and Dylan, my nephew Dylan, stripped the car to bare metal.
Newspaper, chicken wire, and Bondo, pretty much.
Well, newspaper, chicken wire, and Bondo probably would have been better.
Yeah.
I strip it down, and I noticed there were some rust holes, and then I started seeing this like yellowish brown stuff. And I told Dylan, I said, this is fiberglass resin. So I looked inside the car, and I took my pry bar and I hit it, and this stuff is hard as a rock. I knew it was fiberglass resin. We had to replace both full quarter panels. Well, I don't think we replaced the full quarter panel. We replaced minimal quarter panel that we could.
Right.
To save her money. Because remember now, Charlotte was on a budget, and you know, the budget, when you get on a budget on a car like this, you can't have a budget. I mean, it's a
sky's the limit usually.
It's an extreme domino effect. It's kind of like this. Let's paint this car purple, but we're not going to replace all the chrome. And we're not going to put brand new rubber on it. It's going to look like Earl Shive's paint job.
Oh, yeah.
So, the deal is...
No, Dylan's not here.
Dylan's not here today. We'll get a live video with Dylan next time he visits. Yes, we are still buddies. He's my nephew, and I love him. But he can't work here because of circumstances until he straightens up. Then he'll come back. Now, can I get back to it?
We're waiting on you.
Okay. I guarantee you there was over 10 gallons of resin inside those quarter panels. I ended up replacing the inner fender wells and the quarter panels. We completely rewired the whole car.
The wheelhouse was replaced too. Somebody's reminding you.
Wheelhouses were replaced,
yeah,
yes.
Somebody's paying attention out there.
Okay, wheelhouses were replaced. It's hotter than hell. I'm sweating like a pig.
Hey,
here.
VW Planet.
Okay, so
I see you
here's
out
our
there.
car, all right? That's our yellow car that we built for Lloyd. And then Lloyd passed away. Charlotte calls me up. And another thing that Charlotte had is she was buying parts for the car over these years.
Yep.
Now, here's a good example. Here's a little lesson for you. Don't buy any parts until you're ready to actually do the job.
Yeah. Put that money in a jar somewhere or something like that.
Yeah. Do not buy it. I'm going to show you. Now, here's a good example because we can't put these stickers on. And I want to get these stickers out and I want to show them to you. This is a Mach 1 sticker kit. Now, they bought this brand new. I don't know when it was bought, but I'm going to open it up here.
Hey, Versatech 1.
Okay. These are very, very old. They're crusty, and I don't... You see how yellow that looks?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't even know if these are worth using.
You don't know how good the stick might be, if it's any good or not.
If it'll even go on. So, I don't know how much these cost. You know, a couple $100, $180, $300, who knows. But they're probably going to end up throwing these away. I wanted to put these on there, but I am not going to take a chance of putting these on that beautiful car, and then they don't work. So, that's a good example. Don't ever buy anything until the job's done. Here's another example when you're restoring these cars. Is that this tote right here is parts that will be returned. These were parts that were ordered that we will not be using. So it's very important, only buy stuff as you're building your car. Alright, that's one of the reasons this car has taken so long. This car has been here for 7 years. Now, I believe I told Charlotte that I'll work on her car in between collision jobs. Right?
Yeah, she was in no big hurry for it, too.
Well, in a way she was, but in a way she wasn't. And I got to say that she's had some very, very good patience with my friend Pete. And if she's pissed off at me, I understand because she wanted to go to the car shows. Now, back to Lloyd and this. I didn't realize that Charlotte was a car girl. I thought she was just Lloyd's wife. But then I started getting to know her, and I realized she's just as much as a hot rodder as Lloyd was. Because all she's talked about is taking her car to car shows and, you know, getting out there and driving her car because she wants to show her car off. And I think when I talked to her on the phone here, she was telling me about 2 or 3 car shows. Enough jibber jabber and bullshit. What we're going to do tonight, we're going to walk around a car.
Hey, Shane.
And I want to show you this car. And as you're looking at this car, I want everybody to realize of the, what can I say, very extreme work that went into this car and the magnitude of not giving up, because that's what this lesson's about, is that when you tell somebody you're going to do something, just like I told Lloyd, I'll go ahead and do your car. Alright, I did it. So this took 7 years, a little over 7 years to do, off and on. We didn't work on it for 7 years. Okay, it wasn't a complete 7-year job from every single day, but it was at my shop for 7.5 years. How long did it actually take in reality? I would say probably 4 years, wouldn't you?
Probably,
okay.
yeah.
So you can see that it's a 50-50 deal, and it sat around, then we'd work on it, then we'd sit around and work on it. Mechanic work took extremely a long time. Charlotte ended up changing the camshaft in the engine after it was already, it was just one thing after another. So let's go look at the 69 Mustang, and another reason I'm
Somebody's saying, get to the fucking point.
Another reason I'm doing this video, we're getting to the point there, buddy. Another reason I'm doing this video on this car is because we got a lot of lame brains out there that says I never show any cars that are finished.
And I don't know who that lame brain is.
Who the fuck knows? But this car is finished, just like that.
Every car we do, we finish.
That's a finished car.
Hi, New Zealand.
Okay? That's a finished car to what the owner wants. He's going to get the interior somewhere else.
Yeah.
Okay, so we do finished cars. So
every car we bring in, we
for all
finish.
you guys that says, well, I never see any finished cars. Well, that's because you don't even watch any of my videos, and all you do is sit around and bitch and complain. Let's go look at the 69 Mustang before the sun goes down and my friend Pete bores the shit out of everybody.
Exactly. Let's go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Everybody, are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Ta-da!
So here's our 1969
Mach 1.
Mach 1, Ford Mach 1.
Is this bad ass or what?
Let's go over here. Come on over here. Come on over here, Minnie. Get a good look inside the... We replaced the dash, top and bottom, brand new gauge cluster. The gauges are original. We didn't replace those. Stereo system, in-dash, AC and heat, under-dash that is. Brand new console, brand new interior, brand new carpet, brand new everything.
Brand new.
I don't want to talk about the back seat.
Brand new, brand new, brand new.
Brand new headliner. Okay. A lot of these parts, let me tell you something else. All the body parts you see except for the hood are the original body parts. I had to replace this fender because somebody put a 1970 fender on this, and I searched and seizured and I found a 69 fender. I didn't want to use aftermarket body parts on her car, but this is the car. This is it right here. I think it came out beautiful. Let's show them the engine. If I can get it open here. You can see that it's a 351 Cleveland. It's got the serpentine pulley system down here because Charlotte insisted that she wanted power steering and air conditioning, and this was the only system that would allow her to have both. All right.
Whoops.
And here's another lesson for everybody. If you got a battery and you happen to buy it from O'Reilly's, all right, you get an automatic 3-year warranty on that battery. So keep your receipt. And right before the 3 years is up, take the battery in there and tell them that...
Ecuador, hello.
Okay.
Sorry.
Tell them that the battery won't hold a charge and they won't ask any questions. They'll give you a free battery.
Brand spanking new battery.
That's $135, no, what is that, $150 battery?
Yeah, it's an expensive
one.
one.
That's that high torque battery, it's $150.
Got some badass wheels going on.
Charlotte went ahead and got the American Racing torque thrusters. Now, she went ahead and paid extra for these. She wanted the chrome ones. She didn't want to polish them. Alright. She's got the brand new chrome trim package on it. All the chrome that you see on here except the stainless is brand new. Minnie, the body shop girl, come on over here. You're walking around the car, okay? You're not showing everybody. Minnie, the body shop girl, took that stainless steel. It took her 2 weeks to polish that stainless steel.
By hand.
By hand. We called a stainless steel place to polish it, and they wanted $1,500.
Yeah.
Remember that?
I didn't get paid that much.
So yeah, I told Charlotte, I said, look, let Minnie do it. We'll get it looking good. Charlotte wanted to buy...
Zimbabwe, woo!
Charlotte wanted to buy new trim, and I told her, no, don't do that. We need to use the original factory stainless steel trim because the new trim is actually made out of aluminum. We went ahead and installed a brand new spoiler, and this is a Ford certified product. If anybody out there is looking to do this on a 69 or 70, I suggest that you get the Ford certified spoiler. Do not get the other one. This is a real louver, These are the real factory Ford louvers. Let me show you. Look how
they are badass.
Okay, I want to show you how this works. It's got the original factory locks that come up like that, and then to clean your windows like this.
Easy cleaning.
This is made out of metal. This is a steel louver kit, just like the OEM original factory louvers, and Charlotte went ahead and spent the extra money on that because the other one that they sell actually sticks on the chrome here or on the outside edge here with double-sided tape.
Yeah, it would have been like crap.
It would have looked like shit. And when you go to this extreme, you need to spend the extra $1 and get the right stuff for it. Because,
hell yeah.
So, here's a good example of telling somebody, I'm going to do something for you. And then, I don't care how long it takes, if it takes 7 days, 7 years, 17 years, whatever the fuck you promise somebody, you have to dedicate yourself to finish the job. That's the lesson we're learning today.
Absolutely.
Okay, this is a very big accomplishment over here at SWRC. I might miss the car because it's been here for so long.
It's like part of the scenery.
This is our Mustang. Come on over here, Manny. This is a good angle right here. Look.
Show the stripes. I want to see the stripes.
There you go. Okay. And I hope that Charlotte will take her car, and I wish her the best of luck with it. I hope that she's not as mad at me as I think she is. And once she gets the car, all the thoughts of being frustrated and upset will pass her mind, because this car will be sitting in her driveway tomorrow. Many of the body shop girls going to bring
delivering it tomorrow. Come hell or high water. This thing is going home tomorrow.
And I think it came out beautiful. And I mean, there's nothing else we
to the
can say.
yeah, man.
What are you thinking?
It's kick ass, kick ass.
So that's our lesson for tonight. This is Pete over at D.I.Y Auto School. We need to make this a quick one because I have to actually finish my video set on this and film it for SWRC. And once again, if you promise somebody you're going to do something, don't back out on your promises. And what's really important is to promise yourself that you'll finish everything you start. Sometimes you come out on the losing end, sometimes you come out on the winning end, and it really doesn't matter what end you come out on. Even if you're supposed to get the square, but you end up getting the round, okay, you at least told yourself, I finished it, I did what I said I would do, and you can go to sleep at night with a good conscience that tells you, I'm going to sleep like a baby because I'm proud of what I did, and I'm ready to start my next venture tomorrow. We'll see you later. Take it easy. My friend Pete, your friend Pete. Best of everything in life with her car. What are you thinking?
I can't wait till tomorrow.
Huh?
I can't wait till tomorrow.
Yeah. To get rid of the car or to give it to Charlotte?
To give it to Charlotte.
Okay.
And get rid of the car.
There you go. All right. We can't, I'm going to tell you all right now as we walk around, I can't sit here and bullshit you. I'll actually be glad when this is gone. All right. This thing has been a real bear, but it turned out badass, and I think that it's a show winner. And if there was a car show going on in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, I hate to tell Charlotte, if she's watching, she would have had to wait till next week to get her car, because I would literally take her car to a car show and try to get a trophy with it. We got to go. Our video's breaking up and really messing up. Say goodbye to everybody.
Goodbye, everybody.
Okay, we'll see you later. Minnie the Body Shop Girl. Moab, Utah. We're going to be there soon. Anybody out there in that area?
Things are looking up.
Anybody out on the West Coast, make sure you stay tuned, because we'll be moving out there soon. Take it easy. We'll see you later. And always finish what you start. That's the most important thing in life. I don't give a shit what goes on. It's getting it done and satisfying yourself. We'll see you later. I'm sorry, did you have something to say?
No, let's go.
Well, you were flipping your fingers.
Yeah, I'm like, wrap it up, let's go. You're done. Over. Stop.